How we doing, family? Peace, love, and prosperity to all my beautiful people out there and beautiful reflections out there watching this video. Understand, we are here to learn about the Nephilim governing our ego, so I am not here to give you the truth to what you already know or what you lie in. Understand, I am here to guide you towards your own truth. Don't come for me for the truth, come for me for information, because I can provide you that within you providing that for yourself, because I am you and you are me. I am that I am. Understand, I'm not here to piss off your ego, but if I do piss off your ego, then you fell for the bait. So either way it goes, do not fall for the trap, because once you go down this rabbit hole, there is no coming back out. Once you try to find your way with God on your spiritual journey, there is no going back to what you used to know, what you thought you know, what you think you do know. So understand, everything's a contradiction, to be honest. I was gonna say everything's either right nor wrong, but everything is right and wrong because they are both man-made concepts. There is no good and bad in this world nor in the afterlife. Understand, the things that you think are bad are good to somebody else. The things you think are good are bad to somebody else. So do what you feel within your heart to accomplish what you want to accomplish in this life. So when it comes down to the Nephilim and the Watchers, understand these are Nephilim spirits, these are giant spirits. So beyond the title, because these are titles, right? When I mean titles, these are a bunch of beings that portray as God, they portray as Nephilim, meaning that behind closed doors, as they portray as Nephilim, they are pretending to be English titles because they have created that language. They were able to create history, and by them being the fallen angels or the Watchers, meaning that there's a whole divine story into that. We're going to get right into it. I'm not here to waste your time, so it's going to record. Okay, family, we are learning the Book of Enoch, and also thank you for my beautiful family that I talked to behind closed doors that helped me influence this as well. And thank you for watching. If you are new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more bangers, and depending on how many likes this get, we can make a part 2, part 3, so on and so forth. And he answered and said to me, and I heard his voice, Fear not, Enoch, thou righteous man and scribe of righteousness. Approach hither and hear my voice, and go say to the watchers of heaven. Now, I like this because the watchers of heaven, I like this picture right here due to the fact that what we see, actually let me go further into this. As we can see right here, we see nothing but spiritual beings. Well, that's what I see. So discerning my spirit, using the gift of discernment, which is a spiritual gift as well, is one of the top 10. But or there's probably more, but once you look at the source of all of these connected, right? So the one thing that we see, all these lines, all these different webs of consciousness, different lines of consciousness, different codes of consciousness are connected to all in one thing, which is the divine creator, Elohim, Yeshua, Yahuwah, Yahusha, Yahweh, Elohim, Satan, Yakub, all that's duality, polarity, transcending divinity. Understand, like, all the things that are evil are still good to the creator, because the creator has no concept of good and bad, because it's nothing but a reflection of you and what you don't like about you and what you do like about you. So the things you don't like about yourself are the things that these demons do to place fear unto you and I and our consciousness and our ego to make sure that we don't know who we are. And on top of that, their timeline is before BC and AD. So all these timelines, we weren't even conscious of our existence. They were enslaving us since Yeshua was walking the earth. To let you know how long they were able to conceal our consciousness in this whole realm that they placed ourselves in, because we are the human creations. We were created by a being or beings pretending to be God. And that's what these fallen angels are, pretending to be God. Who has sent thee to intercede? For them you should intercede, for men and not men for you. Wherefore have ye left the high, holy, and eternal heaven? Now, I like this because eternal, and so high, holy, and all of that. Eternal heaven meaning a realm. So a realm, and what's crazy, my spirit is guiding me through this video. I am neither right nor wrong when it comes to eternal heaven, meaning that as we are the sons, or so the watchers, right? As they're saying, sons of God. If you actually research this stuff behind closed doors, it will say the sons of God, because the daughters of man, they were succubus, they were demons, so they were already sirens. They were programmed to be down here for that liking, because they were fallen angels as well. Women are fallen angels, just like men. But the thing is, add on to that, before you start interrupting and shit like that, understand women were also with men as well. So there were also incubus and not just succubus down here. But as watchers, there's a divine purpose for both of us. So these are like your niggas and bitches. Like, these are your hoes and your thoughts and your sluts and whores, all of these people, right? And as us being the watchers, and you as well, divine feminine aspect, you were up there as well with us. And so we seen what these, like, they'll just say like, yeah, the watchers wanted to go mate with the woman and procreate, etc., etc., which is true. But it's like it takes two to tango. Understand that it's all a spiritual experience, and we seen that because we were watching them, we were lusting after them. So therefore, when people say that the Nephilim are angelic beings, that they're not wrong, but they're not right, because it's a contradiction. Angels are contradictions. Angels are beings from a higher perspective, from a higher enlightenment. Demons are the same exact thing, because angels and demons don't exist. A demon don't even know that it's a demon. An angel don't even know that it's an angel. And if it does know that, it doesn't even give a fuck. It doesn't even call itself that. Because an angel knows an angel. An angel knows that if it descends to a physical form, it's a demon. That's what shapeshifting is. That's what these beings do. They're able to, as a matter of fact, we got the research for that as well. Thank you, Spirit, for guiding me. Shapeshifting, it can be defined as the alteration of form or substance of any inanimate object. There seems no limit to the kinds of objects susceptible to such alteration. Examples abound in the shapeshifting of plants, animals, humans, and gods. Shapeshifting can be caused either by the object change or by an external force. It can occur for good or for ill, and for reasons simple or profound. And with shapeshifting is found in essentially every religion and mythological tradition, meaning that these are pagan rituals, pagan practices. So you see the pentagram. As a matter of fact, I have the presentation right here. Actually, yeah, I have the presentation right here. This pentagram that we see right here. People will say that this is demonic. People say this is witchcraft or demonology. They're not wrong for thinking like that, but understand you're not right as well, because the pentagram is nothing but the 5 elements for who we are. And these neo-pagans or these Satanists or these Luciferians or these fallen angels took what we taught them and they made it into their own liking, because we can't kill God. We can't touch them. We can't harm them. Nor can they harm us. But the best way they can harm us without touching us is by doing what, family? Using the mind. Governing our mind. That's the best way for them to make sure to create who we are, to create history for themselves, to get ahead of themselves and to get ahead of us. Because if they can erase and taint and wipe out and extinctify our existence, I don't think that's a word, but if they were able to create an extinction for our species, not knowing that we'll come right back, they are able to sit there and they're able to clone, not only clone, but take our sample DNA and make sure that they dumb down our epigenetic trauma in our lineage, not knowing that we do have Anunnaki and other fallen hybrid DNA within our DNA. So we have more junk DNA, which is God DNA, covered up within the DNA spectrum or DNA title. But these things are hidden for a reason, because if you knew who you were, if you knew how to activate your DNA, then you would not have to sit there and get governed by a government that is idiotic to their own idiocy. So therefore, we had to wake up and find out who we are. We are beyond Nephilim. We are beyond fallen angels. We are beyond the watchers. We are watching ourselves and observing ourselves from a higher point of view. And we forgot who we were. So therefore, God had to step in. But who or what if God, if these fallen angels call themselves God as well? That's exactly why they came up with the Illuminati or the Council of Nicaea or all these other branches like the fraternities, like the Boule Foundation or Freemasons or the Rothschilds, the 13 Royal Family. All these families, yeah, these are beings cosplaying as human beings. That's the whole point of shapeshifting, because they knew in order to procreate or in order to have women give birth to their babies, so giants, therefore these beings had to shapeshift into human beings. Thus, these giants were sprung forward into a height that we couldn't comprehend back then, because the frequency wasn't harnessed. It wasn't in a light prison. It wasn't in a certain prison that we could comprehend, because we were still in prison on a light perspective, because Lucifer raining down from his heaven, that is literally a story of us still to this day. So we are shining light on what Lucifer did as a consciousness aspect. Lucifer does not exist to me, but it's a title, meaning that the spirit does exist. Lucifer was so powerful, he and she didn't even have to be in the room to be present. He and she was able to project its spirit into a room, because Lucifer is the ascendant master of the angels. It was literally like, it's the angel of music. Like, music is everything. Like, our realm is ran under music, and Lucifer and Elohim had that agreement, but they can't harm each other, or they can't harm us. But that's the thing though, there's an agreement with the Most High and the Most High on a lower perspective, because these icebergs, as above, so below, it's a rabbit hole you'll never figure it out till you die. That's the whole point of the halls of Amenti. That's the whole point about learning about death or out-of-body experiences. Okay. And lain with women, and defiled yourselves with the daughters of men, and taken to yourselves wives, and done with the children of earth, and begotten giants as your sons. And though ye were holy, spiritual, living the eternal life, we were living the spiritual life beyond dimensions, beyond a comprehension level of a spiritual realm. So we weren't in a 3D realm. So people will say that the earth is a prison theory or a simulation theory. They're not wrong for thinking that. But our ego is constructed to think that this is reality, because it's all we know. It's all we were born into. But spiritually, we are beyond. We transcend reality. We know that reality don't even exist. We know that we're all playing in our own stage. We are all actors acting in our own play. And we forgot about that because we're so focused on what play we are in. And many times people are so focused in their own play, they can't focus on their own play because they're watching somebody else's play, because of the audience that's in attendance, because of the attention span that these people are comprehending to their people, or spreading out to their people. People are worried about how they look in their play. So as a closed-minded person, if they can't focus on their own play and they're studying somebody else's play, then all they're doing is giving them their time, their energy, and attention. Once people knew that, these fallen angels knew that, they said, if we can get them to be entertained by stupidity, or by our beauty, or our aura, or our godlike appearance, then they'll fall for anything. Not knowing that they'll be praising Satan behind closed doors, because they forgot who they were. Because all these Nephilim did, they placed out the traps. And what do mice do when they see the cheese? They go chase the cheese and shit, not knowing that the cheese is placed on a trap just for you to go and get that food. That's what happens when it comes to lust. It's the same exact thing. Because when it comes to lust, you're gonna chase after that woman. You're gonna go and it's crazy. You're not thinking with 3 brains. So you're thinking. I say 3 brains because you're not thinking with this brain or your heart. You're thinking with your dick. You're thinking with your vagina, because you see something in her as an object. You were so horny as a divine being. You put yourself in a lower perspective, in a shape-shifting perspective. Not only did you do that, you were banned on, you were put on punishment, because as the sources that I have, people who are able to shapeshift can get punished for that. Meaning that, to me, as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and just research that, because I have it right here too. So they're able to escape, but here's punishment. Shapeshifting has such obvious utility for pursuit and flight that examples of it have little inherent intellectual or religious weight, meaning that this thing is so complex, even religious people or intellectuals can't comprehend it, because these beings they're not from here, they're from other dimensions, they're from other timelines. So Nephilim were literally in a timeline negative 2,500, 2,520 BC. But the thing is, though, I don't even believe in timelines, because if we research, as a matter of fact, so this is why I don't believe everything I'm told or everything I see, because it's saying negative 2,520, the Nephilim are born. Now, January 1st, so the Janus, the new year, their new year, meaning that they were already creating new years. And this is why this shit gets so deep. We'll never know the full truth of this fictional lie. Understanding that, I thought someone was behind me. I was about to say, what the fuck? But when it comes down to this, these beings have been here before numerous times, and they were able to tarnish timelines to where they're able to create time in their own time limit, meaning they have no time. They literally transcend and descend time at their own liking. They bend reality in their own space, meaning that they were able to create space within our mind. They were able to place themselves within our mind before we were even able to comprehend our own mind. So by them doing that, I don't believe that it was sometime during the 2500s BCE, before consciousness existed, that humans had significant contact with spirit beings again. This contact, though, was not authorized by the Creator. You get what I'm saying? I like that, because that's a contradiction as well. But that's why I say it's a contradiction, because this contact, though, was not authorized by the Creator. That makes no sense, because when it comes down to the Creator literally gave us free will or choices to do whatever we want. So we choose what to do. Meaning that even though the Creator told us as the Watchers, as the divine beings, all the Watchers they're literally divine, they're half hybrid, half divine. You know what I'm saying? Like that was their whole divine purpose, was to descend into a satanic form, or as fallen angels, to be demonic beings, to be human beings, to procreate with women. Now, with this happening, not authorized by the Creator, tells me to my spirit that the Creator did not grant them that wish or that command to, which is what we're covering right now in the book of Enoch, not to sleep with them. But of course, Satan gonna do whatever he want, and Elohim knew that. The divine Creator knew that. So somebody will be like, so if the Creator knew that, why would you not stop your lower self? It's like, why would you stop your own dream from dreaming? Why would you stop your own play from playing in your own script, in your own ego? Your ego is going to play the script no matter what. The universe will play the script no matter what. You can't stop the universe from doing its job. You can't stop energy from flowing, literally. So if somebody was to ask, why would the Creator allow the fallen angels to do this? You can't stop energy from doing its job. It has no form of a concept or a man-made title. It does what it wants, especially when it knows its origins that it created. Yeah, this shit get deep, gang. It's nothing to play with. Okay, Have begotten, okay, and so you have defiled yourselves with the blood of women, and have begotten children with the blood of flesh, and as the children of men have lusted after flesh and blood, as those also do who die and perish. We were literally